And you can see that there are about 10 vital programs, which we offer for the relief and the community development. First one is, of course, is the emergency service, in which we provide all kind of emergency services for the shut-off, evictions, financial assistance, Ramadan, Zakat, and things like that. The second one is a daily food pantry, which we offer daily, and about 350 individuals, they come and get their food from our pantry, which is open every day. Counseling, of course, this is the most important project which we have. We have licensed counselors, Muslim licensed counselors, and they do different kind of counseling, premarital, marriage, individual, family, psychiatric, and referral to the youth. And the most important, which is very peaking up right now, is the youth and the drug abuse. This is very, very dangerous, and it's popping up very fast. We have to be careful. The next one, of course, is the education. In education, we provide workshops throughout the year, and this year we had about 10 workshops, and they are very, very informative. And please, when we send out a email or something like that, please try to come and join these seminars, because it's for your benefits, inshallah. The next one is the foster parenting, and I don't have to emphasize the importance of the foster parentings. There are so many Muslim kids are in non-Muslim houses as we speak, and we have to address it. And Alhamdulillah, Muslim Family Services is really striving to address this issue. Women Transitional Home. This is the first Muslim transitional home in Michigan. And we opened about 2 years ago, and we are all proud of it. We have residents, and we have so many successful stories about our sisters who comes out from there. Next one is the disaster response team. Probably you must have heard in August of 2014, Detroit saw one of the worst flooding in Michigan. And our response team from Florida, they stayed with us for a month in our office, and they worked all 2015 to address and try to fix those houses which were damaged by the flood. Next one is a funeral service. This is another very, very touching subject. As we know, people in Detroit and anywhere else, sometimes they die, their families have no money whatsoever to bury their loved ones. Just like last Sunday, 2 sisters, they were involved in an accident on 94, both died, and Alhamdulillah, we buried them on Sunday. And it's not expensive, usually each burial takes about $4,000, but this we had to do it on Sunday. These 2 sisters cost us $11,000 just to bury them. Meal on the Wheel. This program is another something which we do not pay attention. There are so many homeless people in the city of Detroit, and they wait for the Sunday so they can have a nice, warm food in the for this homeless. So Alhamdulillah, we have been providing food, hot food, once a month, but inshallah we're going to do it twice a month if time permits, inshallah. But this is our plan. Back to school giveaway. These are the backpacks which is filled with all basic necessary supplies for the school for those kids who really deserve it. Inshallah, I'll show you a slide in which you have some appreciation, what school is going on. So first, I would like to emphasize on our Sakina house. As you know that, we don't call this a shelter home. We call this as a Sakina house because this is a transitional home in which our sisters, when they come in, we educate them and we train them and we try to help them to find jobs. And our main objective is to put them on their feet so they could be a productive citizen tomorrow. That's the whole idea. That's why it's not a shelter in which you come today and you're gone tomorrow. But this one is the whole thing. And we have so many success stories, inshallah. Brother Salim Khalid will share with you. This is the front view. This was the side view of our shelter home. And you see that, it's a beautifully done. And when our board members and other donors, when they went there, they thought it was a 3-star hotel. It was so nicely maintained, Alhamdulillah. So this again, our objective is on the right, as you see. This is designed again to displace women to become independent, So inshallah, this is a very, very successful program, and we have so many sisters on their feet now. If you know any sisters, abused sisters, or some sister who needs help, please contact MFS, and we will take care of that sister, inshallah, because we have room, and we have qualified counselors, we have, outreach program coordinators, we have all the help you need, And believe it or not, we provide food there, we give them the bus passes, and it's an all 9 year, basically, So please, if you know anybody, confidentially, you can call our office, and we'll take care of them. This is you can see that, in 2015, 1,411 nights our sisters spent in this shelter home, and the value of these services, if you see this, is $99,000. That's how much it's a value of this, keeping those sisters in the shelter home, is $99,000. Food pantry, as I mentioned, we serve 4,444 individuals throughout the year. That includes the food baskets. We give them during the Udiyah, lambs, special Ramzan baskets, adopted family, and total $91,000 worth of food we distributed to the people. And this is the kind of breakdown from January to December. You can see that again. This is 4,440, and these are the months. And you can see that all kind of race, they come to our office to get the benefits of this food pantry. Emergency services. In 2015 calendar year, mashallah, we distributed $90,000 in emergency services in the form of cash. We don't give cash, but they call it cash. It's a check assistance, rent assistance, utility bills, and funeral janaza. As I mentioned, the importance of the funeral janaza. This is a sponsored family Ramadan project. Feed low-income families during the month of Ramadan. Most of our families in 2015, which we picked, had 5 household members. So there were 22 families which we identified. They are very, very poor, and they had nothing basically. So these 22 families were given the whole month of Ramadan food, complete food, from A to Z, and they really enjoyed the whole Ramadan. Thank you for all of you who really participated in this program. So this is very, very, happy occasions, really, to be honest, when we say about this. Just in Ramadan, you can see that, we distributed how much? $84,850 worth of in-kind donation by MFS. And this is the in-kind. In other words, somebody brought us the check, and we distributed to the all identified, we identified the people and we distributed. And this credit goes to IAGD, and we have Brother Mahmoud here, and I'm really thankful to Brother Mahmoud, thank you very much for helping those 200 people. Give a big hand to them. And total, just in Ramadan, we distributed $146,150 worth of zakat and the food. And this is, you can see our small warehouse full of, supplies. This is again, you can see that people are enjoying the food, they took it in Ramadan. And this is the gym, Al-Falah gym, and we didn't have enough room, so we put all these food in the gym, just for the distribution, And for this one, again, I think, we have to recognize a few people, who did this, food, especially the Tawhid Center, MMCC, Gleaner Food Bank, and others who really donated all this food as an in-kind donation. These are our volunteers. Meal on the Wheel. This is what I was just talking about. And these are our citizens, our brothers. They don't have food to eat. And we go there once a month and we feed them. This is the Detroit Rescue Mission. That's where we distribute the food, you know. And these are our volunteers feeding the homeless. Counseling is another very important, you know that, this counseling is so important. And our licensed counselor, they were busy. They spent 684 sessions and total of 1,291 hours addressing, family issues, marriage issues. Also, this includes the shelter home. We have all the sisters. They are being counseled there, and the others. Educational workshop. We provide educational workshop throughout the year, and you can see that these are the different programs we offer last year. Blissful Marriage, everybody knows Dr. Ikram Besham and Muhammad Rida, who are the author of Blissful Marriage and many other books, and they were our guests, and the workshop is all about the spouse should be viewed as team instead of two separate individuals. That was the topic, and it was a very productive session. This is Dr. These are the workshops. Drug 101. This program we offered in the 3 different locations, and guess what? This, if you take a look at this picture right here, this is a typical teenager's bedroom. And if you go in this bedroom, if you are naive, you wouldn't know anything. But you won't believe it, there are so sophisticated way of hiding drugs. And that's what it is, and this, St. Joseph challenged us, as adults, go and see if you can find drugs, really. And we were unable, really. It was so sophisticated way of hiding the drugs. These kids, we have to be careful, and that's what it is. I raised 3 kids, mashallah, and 80 or 85% of the drugs I didn't know what kids use, So these programs, that's what I'm again saying, when we offer these programs, please come and join us, and learn, and we learn from you, inshallah. And even the police officer participated in our program, and they were telling their stories, and it was eye-opening, let's put it this way. Everybody knows Dr. Leonard Sachs. He was guest, and this is another big issue which we have, as you can see the topic, there are 2, one for the adults, one for the youth. And he presented these 2 topics in 3 different locations. And I think, I don't have much time to talk about, but this is something Instagram is really eating our daughters and sons. And the bottom one is, social media and video games, what they're doing to our youth. And I would request you, please, go to the MFS website, and we have 2 hours, mashallah, 2 hours of complete recording of Dr. Sachs. So please go and view, and you will learn a lot, inshallah. This is Dr. Sachs. And he has been highly recommended by Islamic scholars throughout America to use him. Foster parenting, as I mentioned, this is another very, very touchy subject. And in our panel, this is what we offer throughout the year. And in our panels, consists of foster parents, previous foster children, foster care agency, recruiters, child, psychiatrists, juvenile court, and representatives. I tell you there are 415,000 children are in foster care system US, 23,000 are in the state of Michigan. Yes, in the state of Michigan we have 23,000. And approximately 14,000 of those children reside in the Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb County where we live. But alhamdulillah, we have about 10 licensed foster care parents already, alhamdulillah, through our training. And those are ready to take care of the children if we have to. And these are different posters, Relief after disaster, Michigan saw one of the worst flood in 90 years. And our ICNA relief group from Florida, they came, and they, alhamdulillah, with the other volunteers, we were able to mucking and gutting 50 houses, and then also we rebuilt with the help of 30 volunteers about 40 houses, especially in the Metro Detroit area. And this is a scene, you know, what cleanup takes place when there's a disaster. And these are our volunteers, and you can see that you have to use the mask in order to go in the basement. It's so bad, right, you know, but that's how the work is done. Flint water crisis. Everybody knows what happened in the Flint, right? And alhamdulillah, MFS also took the lead, and we went twice to distribute the truckload of waters to the residents. And this is one of the scenes. Is a truck, and is loaded with the water bottles. And guess what? In 40 minutes, all the water was gone. In 40 minutes, it was so much demand, and there were a line of vehicles which we could not even address their issues. Back to school, as I mentioned, you know, this time we targeted these 4 places, you know, where deserving students really reside, and alhamdulillah, we gave them the backpack, which consists of all the basic necessary of the school. And these are the kids accepting their backpack. These are the volunteers who distribute the backpack. We also offer health care, and these are doctors. They come to our place, you know, and we serve all these needy residents of poor areas. These are this is the eye specialist. These are the dentists. We have doctors. We have all those people who participate in these programs. And these are different fun days, you know, we provide to the kids of the needy neighborhood. And you can see that, you know, people are really enjoying all these different, you know. Hamtramck city-wide